Chris the Nightmare Ariel, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So going into this new year, man, I want to see a lot of these fights get done. Right now, you got Hearn talking about Luis Ortiz, Jarrell Miller. You got Gerald Washington out there, Trevor Bryan out there, Huey Fury out there. A lot of undefeated fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see a lot of these guys get up in there and fight, man. Too many undefeated records, and corresponding with a lot of fans, a lot of fans believe that certain fighters, they don't deserve a fight against this fighter or that fighter. Like, for instance, people saying like I came out with a video the other day, Charles Martin talking about coming back. You know what I mean? Only lost the one fight. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't even been out the ring for a full, I think, was it 10 months or something? 9, 10 months? So it hasn't even been a full year. I know he got shot in his arm, you know what I'm saying? But he wanted to come back and fight Dillian White. I'm not sure how possible that fight is. I know Dillian White trying to get him a title shot and whatnot. But people saying stuff like, Charles Martin don't deserve a shot against Dillian White. And nothing against Dillian White. I like Dillian White. I thought he had a fight of the year against Chisora. I like Dillian White. But let's not sit here and pretend like somebody needs to, deserve a shot against Dillian White. Like, what title does he hold? He's not no mandatory. He fought in a title eliminator. It wasn't even a final eliminator. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I like the kid, I like the dude, but it's not like somebody needs to deserve a shot against him. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds ridiculous, man. It's one thing you say you got to deserve a shot against one of the title holders, but Dillian White? Come on, y'all. Like, that shouldn't even make any sense. That shouldn't even sound right. What needs to happen is we need just good fights. I'm a fan of good fights. I want these rankings and these sanctioning bodies, I want the rankings to mean something, but I'm also a fan of just good fights, man. And I want to see a lot of these guys, these undefeated dudes, man, like the dudes that are, 16, 17, 18, and 0 and all that. I want these dudes to get in there and start fighting with each other, man. You know what I mean? Because we got too many undefeated records right now. Then you got Parker and Wilder and Joshua. There's a lot of them. I know I'm forgetting somebody, man. A lot of undefeated records, man. So a lot of these dudes need to get in there. Luis Ortiz. So a lot of these dudes need to get up in there and scrap, man. You know what I mean? Give us what we want, which is good fight. Well, at least what I want. I speak for myself. I want to see good fights. Like I heard people say Jarrell Miller don't deserve to fight against Luis Ortiz. He hasn't beat anybody. It's like, well, yes, he hasn't beaten the guys that Ortiz has beaten. Should Ortiz beat Tony Thompson? He beat Brian Jennings. You know what I mean? He beat Malik Scott. You know what I'm saying? So people saying he don't deserve the shot. It's like, well, shit, man. Like I keep telling y'all, man, like once these dudes get rated in sanctioning bodies and they in the sanctioning bodies top 10s, it's time to scrap. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Let's hurry this process up. Jarrell is rated in the top 10 by 3 sanctioning bodies, dog. Like, I'm not saying that he's the best heavyweight, but that's a fact. That's not my opinion. It's not my opinion when I say he's rated in the top 10 by 3 sanctioning bodies and he's in the top 13 of the WBC, you know what I mean? So that's not opinion, dog. That's fact. So once cats start getting that underneath them, I want to see some fights, man. I don't want to wait around and watch you fight other journeymen. Nah, these sanctioning bodies believe you beat enough journeymen. So now it's time to step up and see what you got. Fuck, we need to wait for and marinate and hold on and wait till next year. And nah, man, they got that cat rated. Let's see what he got, man. You know what I mean? I just want to see some fights, man. I want to see some motherfucking fights, man. I'm tired of waiting, man. Shit. But these undefeated cats need to start getting in there, start calling each other out, man. And let's get these fights underway, man. So if the Miller fight can happen, that's great. We got Klitschko and Joshua. I expect Wilder to go in here and take care of business against Andre Rodriguez. I know Rodriguez only lost one fight, but I just rate Wilder a lot higher than Rodriguez, and I think he brings more tools to the ring. Got the reach advantage, athletic ability, think got the power advantage. Rodriguez, experience from the amateurs, only lost one fight. I understand, I watched him fight. I actually did two of his last 2 fights. I did post-fight videos, so I watch him, but I think he's overmatched in this fight. But once we get this shit done, I want to see like a Parker versus Wilder. I know Parker supposed to fight Huey Fury. That's another good one. If he's going to take a fight before the Wilder fight, I don't mind the Huey Fury fight. Huey Fury's undefeated too. A lot of cats think that he's going to be the next champion. Well, let's get up in there and see then. You know what I mean? Let's hurry this up, man. Let's really hurry this up. But yeah, man, I want to see some of these other cats start getting they shots too, man. Especially the cats that are undefeated. And if they fall, then hey, so be it. But we don't need to wait another 2 years to see these guys step up and fight either other undefeated fighters or fight some, guys that are rated by these sanctioning bodies. I want these rankings to make sense. You know what I mean? And I know boxing is politics and money, and some guys don't want to travel, or some guys don't, they're skeptical about going, to this country or that country. But we need to start making these rankings make sense. Like Manuel Char, for example, right? He's rated by the WBA. I think he's number 7 or something like that. I won't mind seeing him fight like a Bryant Jennings. You know what I mean? Bryant Jennings isn't rated by any of the sanctioning bodies right now because he's been out for longer than a year. So I can't wait to see Bryant Jennings get back in the ring. But like, see him fight like a Manuel Char or something like that. You know what I mean? Now, Jennings may be looking at something else, but I'm just saying, like, I want to see those type of fights. Guys that are highly rated fighting each other. You know what I mean? Like, once you get highly rated, man, if it really isn't a, like a last minute replacement type thing, I think you should be fighting dude. Like, if you're a top 10, you should be fighting other top 10s. At the very least, you're fighting somebody that's in that sanctioning body that's probably rated 11 through 15, but nothing less than that. Unless you fight, like, for example, Luis Ortiz isn't rated by the, I don't think he's rated by the WBO. All right, so if you're rated in the WBO and Ortiz comes up, then yeah, obviously we're going to make exceptions for some fights. But if you're in the sanctioning body's top 10, you need to be fighting other dudes, man, that's on that level too. You know what I mean? To make your stock go up. I'm getting tired of these motherfucking journeyman fights, man, fighting no hopers and journeymen that you're going to run through. You know what I mean? But we got Price and Christian Hammer coming up. Adrian Granat getting ready to fight Alexander Demetrenko. That's a good step-up fight for a prospect. Demetrenko trying to get some redemption, man, because he didn't look all that great in that Joseph Parker fight. A lot of people thought he was putting on an Academy Award performance with the rolling around the ring and all that shit. You know what I mean? But maybe he was genuinely hurt, man, when he got hit to the body. He did get hit when he was on his knee, you know what I mean? But looked like he was performing kind of extra, in my opinion. But I'm not the one in the ring, man, you know what I mean? And I know those type of shots do hurt, especially when they're unexpected and you get hit in the right area in your body. Good body shot to put you down like that. But he needs to redeem himself, you know what I mean? But hopefully Granat gets through him and we get to see that fight with Robert Helenius. Probably the 2 best Nordic heavyweights, in my opinion, right now at the moment. But yeah, man, just making a quick video. I want to see these dudes get shots, man. I don't want to hear somebody needs to deserve a shot against another person that's also a contender. That shit don't make no sense to me. You know what I mean? Did David Allen, did he deserve a shot? What did he do to deserve a shot against Ortiz? You know what I mean? Shit, at least Miller has twice as many fights. And a lot of fans think that, hey, I never heard of that guy. Well, there's a lot of guys in other countries that American fans hasn't heard of either. You know what I mean? Not me, because I follow all the heavyweights, pretty much 1 through 100. You guys follow my channel, you'll know that. So some of you fans that say, hey, man, I never heard of that guy, I never heard of this guy. Well, hey, man, check the rankings sometimes. It kind of baffles me that nobody heard about the guy. But I understand, a lot of these guys don't get televised out where some of you guys are at. And the same for us. We don't, some of them fights don't come on HBO and Showtime and PBC. So we don't get to see a lot of your heavyweights from your countries either. But hey, man, start going on YouTube, type these dudes' names in, man. Like, look at the rankings. If there's a guy you never heard of, type his name in YouTube, watch him fight. Because he might be a fighter that's probably going to fight somebody else that's rated that you may know of. You know what I mean? Get familiar, man. The days of saying you don't know who guys are, I mean, we can't be saying, this ain't fucking 1996 no more, man, where we got YouTube now, man. You know what I mean? You could type a dude in and learn who he is in a matter of a few hours. You know what I mean? But nah, man, I ain't trying to hear nobody heard of nobody's shit, especially when these dudes are rated in the sanctioned bodies, man. hopefully we get a good year, some good fights, man. Starting off good though, you know, Klitschko and Joshua. That's gonna kick it. That's gonna kick it off. Got Hey Bell, you coming up, Shannon Briggs, Akendo. You know, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.